The early signing period for the 2020 recruiting class began Wednesday, December 18th, and we're evaluating how the Georgia Bulldogs performed. Here's a part of our Signing Day Spotlight presented by Kroger. Hello, everybody. I'm Brandon Adams, and of course, the evaluation that matters most is the one that belongs to Georgia coach Kirby Smart. Smart spoke with reporters on Wednesday in Athens to share his thoughts on what Georgia had done on Wednesday and the work that it still has left to do as the 2020 cycle continues. Here's what Smart had to say.
We were able to address a lot of our needs today. I really feel like, when you talk about wide receiver and you talk about offensive line, what we've got leaving and what we need on our roster, able to attack some of those areas and still have work left to be done, hopefully in both those areas. But we got a really good, strong group. We got some really strong academic kids, which matters a lot to me at this university, and some great competitors. A couple guys, I think 4 guys played for state championships, 2 guys won state championships. I'm really excited about this class. Not completely done yet, but obviously a lot of the pieces are in place.
In terms of what Georgia's already done, Smart mentions a couple of position groups by name, namely the wide receiver group, where 4 four-star prospects were added yesterday. Certainly impressive for the Bulldogs. Equally as impressive maybe along the offensive line, where UGA has a chance to hold on to all but one of the offensive line commits who were a part of the program before Sam Pittman departed to become Arkansas head coach. That would also be good news as well. However, the good news may not quite stop with just that. Georgia's still in the mix for multiple 5-star names. That's maybe what Smart was alluding to when he said there was still work to be done. And a couple of those guys were busy on social media on Wednesday, starting with 5-star cornerback Kili Ringo, who kind of somewhat coyly suggested that he signed a letter of intent yesterday. We won't know where that was until early January when Ringo announces his decision at an All-Star game, but certainly we found out yesterday that he likely signed somewhere. Georgia fans hope it's to UGA, and there's plenty of good reason based on Ringo's public relationship with the Dogs. That could indeed be the case, and of course not to be outdone, in addition to Ringo, another 5-star, the tight end Darnell Washington, also on Twitter, letting it be known through a series of emojis that he may have also signed a letter of intent too. There's also reason to think, just given his visit history to Athens, that Georgia sits in a good spot for Darnell Washington as well. The bottom line here is, if the letter of intent that Washington supposedly signed yesterday and the one that Ringo did as well, if they show up as Georgia Bulldogs, there's a very good chance they will, then a UGA recruiting class that already ranks number 4 in the country, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite Team ranking, could climb even higher before the 2020 cycle is all said and done. It's our Signing Day Spotlight. It's brought to you by Kroger. And this time of year, in addition to celebrate National Signing Day and all the recruiting news, we also enjoy the holiday season. And if this holiday season you're getting ready to get together with family and friends, there's no better way to do that than around some good food. And no better source for that good food than our friends at Kroger and their party platters, which start at just $19.99. You can get a shrimp platter, a meat and cheese tray, a veggie tray, all kinds of varieties of choices. And as I said before, those party platters start at just $19.99. So check that out at a Kroger close to you. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow for another Signing Day Spotlight brought to you by Kroger.